I feel like it's getting kind of redundant to say 4th gen in front of all my matches because I'm probably very rarely going to play 5th gen ever again, so that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm not going to say 4th gen. I'll say 5th gen in front of a 5th gen game. This is a UU match against a guy named Firefly, except he spelled his name Elite. Like, he's a person who always comments on my vids, so I was happy to accept his battle challenge, and as I am with every battle challenge, really. So this is what we did. We both led with Ambipom, and I knew I was slower, so I don't know why I stayed in there. It was really dumb. I really shouldn't have done that, but that's what I did. And now he's actually going to switch out here, expecting me to go for double hit, but I'm going to switch out of there because I'm expecting him to double hit, so I'm going to go to my physical wall Donphan. I know he doesn't want to stick around for a stab Earthquake, so I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks, and it works out nicely because in comes an Uxie, Levitate, would have dodged, etc. So now I'm going to go to Ambipom because I'm kind of, I don't know what I'm expecting of this guy, and I've got my best fodder in Ambipom. So he sets up his rocks, which kind of sucks because I do have Shedinja, but I do have Donphan as well, so that's really no skin off of my nose. That Thunderbolt didn't even KO me from like 90 hit points, so that's a very weak attack, and I'm not really sure why he even bothers with it, but he does. So now here I was actually, like, I knew double hit wasn't going to do anything, so I was like, he does have Registeel kicking around, so I'm going to go for an epic prediction and go for Shadow Claw. That Ambipom was very useless anyways, so I'm going to go to Donphan now on the switch, because I died to Life Orb, so I'm not going to go for Earthquake again, because I do know he has that stupid Uxie kicking around, so I'm just going to Rapid Spin the rock so I get it done while I can, and crap, he's got a Melodic. He could Hydro Pump, he could Surf, he could Ice Beam, none of which I really want to take with anybody. I make the dumb risk that he's going to go for Stab right off the bat when he made the nice play and switched things up. He nails my Sceptile for huge damage, and that really puts me behind the 8 ball. I've got to start picking up some ground, and it starts right now. No rocks are up, so Shedinja's safe, and it's a complete wall to any Melodic that doesn't carry Toxic, so I figure it's a very safe switch, and he actually switched out himself, expecting me to switch out, which is very nice, but unfortunately I get the better of the double switch, so I really should have scouted for, you know, a status move like Will-O-Wisp or Toxic, but I didn't. I went right for X-Scissor and you know, went for Stab, super effective, and it actually paid off for me there, but I don't think that always would. I think sometimes they hit me with some kind of status. So against Ambipom, I scouted, I saw he had Pursuit, and then I made the decision that I want to get my Shedinja out of there while I can, because he might have another guy with Pursuit, and because I haven't seen all of his guys yet, and I decided I may as well just get it out, save it while I can, because it's going to be awesome against his Uxie if I have to use it. I went into my Donphan, and then he switched out into, I think, Melodic, as I just roared, so I just wanted to shuffle him around a bit, and now I'm expecting him to think that I'm just going roar happy, trying to rack up Stealth Rock damage on stuff, but I'm just going to go for Earthquake, and nail his Registeel for absolutely massive damage. And, yeah, he went for Toxic and missed, so that's a free half damage on a Registeel, which, why would you not take that? Then there, he went for an epic prediction of his own with Shadow Claw, but I just went for Roar that turn because I figured he'd switch out into Uxie because that was the obvious play in my books. I guess he was expecting me to predict that and go into Shedinja, which it's a very good play to think about, but it just doesn't pay off for him right there. So now he gets roared into Ambipom, it dies to rocks, and then he goes into Melodic, so that's going to force me out, and I bring in my Melodic. I'm not playing any more games with this guy. I don't know what kind of set he is. He might be Rest Talk for all I know. I think I've only seen Surf and Ice Beam, so he could be Rest Sleep Talk for the other two moves. So I'm just going to go for Surfs. I know that if he wants to exchange Toxics, then I'd be happy to do that. I think I can actually come out on top in that situation because I do have Shedinja, I can switch out, I can do all these things, and I'm not afraid of Uxie's T-Bolts at all, so I'm just going to stay in and continue surfing it because he didn't want to stick around in that Melodic war. I'm going to be able to take 2 T-Bolts very, very easily, and I'm going to be able to KO it with 3 Surfs, I think, so that's actually fairly bulky. Actually, just kidding, he went for Stealth Rocks, which is a very good play. It'll force me to spin again before bringing in Shedinja, so a very solid play, rather than hit me for peanuts on Melodic. So in comes this guy, and he makes a very risky play by setting up a Rock Polish. I could potentially have Ice Beam, but he's risking the fact that I don't have it, and I don't have it, so I just went right for Toxic because I gotta get some residual damage on that guy at some point, because this thing has potential to sweep my team, in all honesty. He hits me with Woodhammer, he's +2 speed, and that actually takes me out. I was very surprised to see that. I didn't think that that guy could pack that much power, but apparently he can, and he wipes out my Melodic, so now I've got to think, like, Poison and Life Orb will probably, it won't kill it next turn, but it'll take it very close, so I'm going to go to Sceptile here, and then my plan is to double switch to Donphan because he can't use a stab move on, or he can, but I don't think he'll use a stab move on me. He's going to go for the safer non-stab move, probably Stone Edge, so I'm going to go to Donphan to resist it, but he switched out into Blaziken, so that's frustrating, but at least it's out of there. It's not +2 anymore, so that's pretty sweet. I went for Rapid Spin against the Blaziken with Donphan because obvious Earthquake was obvious again, and I figured, well, I gotta get that spin off at some point. So he went into Registeel, which honestly isn't a very good thing to take an Earthquake with, but really he has nothing left. Like his I think his Melodic is still alive, but that doesn't really appreciate it, and you know, Torterra can't exactly take it, so he gets his free switch into Torterra again, so he could potentially Woodhammer me and kill me. So I'm going to go to Shedinja, but he actually predicts that very, very nicely and goes for Stone Edge, so I'm not really too mad. I ain't mad, bro. He pretty much loses his Torterra over my Shedinja, which honestly I'd make that trade in this battle. Not all the time, but I'd make that trade right now. So he's not +2 anymore, so Sceptile can come in and easily KO him, outspeeding, and in comes Melodic. So this match is wrapping up very nicely. I think I'm going to be able to walk away after I was very scared at several points. I managed to get my momentum back with some nice roars and some nice stealth rock damage. His Melodic is going to take me out, but you know I've still got Zam waiting in the wings, which is, you know, it's very good that I was able to keep that thing hidden all game. And now his Melodic is at a low enough health where I feel safe in a Psychic being able to take it out. He's still got Blaziken left, and that'll be able to take me out with Zam, but he's going to be Scarfed. He's definitely Scarfed, otherwise Zam would kill it, so I think my Zam is Specs. Yeah, definitely Specs if that's what he's doing to me. So, but then I've still got Donphan kicking around who can, like, since he's Scarfed, I can take Flare Blitz all day long, and I will be able to OHKO him with an Earthquake. So good game, Firefly. I feel like it's worth mentioning that we had an OU match right before this where he actually beat me. So I don't like uploading just one match out of two. If it was a split, I feel like it doesn't give the other person justice. It doesn't do them justice. So there you go. There's your spotlight time in the spotlight. 15 minutes and going up on my channel. So. Definitely looking forward to more against him eventually. I still haven't gotten back to him on Skype, I don't think. Because I'm always on at like 3 AM. I'm always out in the day trying to study, etc. University sucks. But you definitely have to go. So, I guess I'll try and make the description longer on this one because I've been kind of slacking in that department lately. But, other than that, I'll catch you guys later.